Alright, time for the next installment of the Beginner's Guide series. Today I will be playing some Shaco here against the Rengar, which is a bit sketch because he can kind of cancel out my burst with his W, so one-shotting him could be a bit of a problem. I'm going AD Shaco here. Definitely like the easier version of Shaco to play as well when it comes down to it. Like AP is viable, and AP probably could have been good in this game because we are in fact full AD since the Quinn kind of forced that on the back end of it. But I think AD Shaco is like, it's just much easier really. When it comes to like playing Shaco, like starting out, definitely play AD Shaco. AP Shaco, you're gonna have to deal with like box placement a lot more, and like ult, like you using your clone a lot more effectively. You're gonna have to deal with much more skill levels of Shaco. And on AD, you kind of don't have to do that, so that's why we're doing that here. Place two of them for this, and then place one of them here. And just get this. Ask for some assistance. Blech. Ask for some assistance. Yes, English. I try to get as many backstabs in as possible, really, if you can. Not the best leash, so just smite it. If the leash is slightly better there, we don't really have to smite it, because then you can just kind of like use the smite on Gromp, for example, and kind of be okay. But in this case, we'll just smite that out. You can just use the other box here and finish this off. Basically, the idea is here, you place one box on your like buff camp. This also works for red side as well. Just place one box on your buff camp, and then you place two boxes on the Gromp or the Krugs. The placement of them don't necessarily matter that much, but yeah, that's basically it, really. Now, for Shaco's abilities, we have the box, obviously, which perhaps after a little bit of time, it will go off and detonate for a fear. Does some AoE damage, AoE magic damage. I don't have any gank option stop on mid here, by the way, so I'm just going to keep clearing for now. I can, in theory, put another point in my box if I'm absolutely looking to full clear, so that will be slightly faster, but I'd rather have this in case the Rengar, like, have all my abilities in case the Rengar does try to fight me or invade me or something. So that's why I did this. So for Shaco Q, it is just a dash. You are invisible for 2.5 seconds coming out of the dash, and that hit also crits, guaranteed. So you're gonna do good damage with that, and then your E executes. It's like something you want to use on people that are low HP. If you don't use it, your auto attacks will slow for a bit, or they will slow, and then when you use it, that passive effect goes away until it's back off cooldown. So you ideally don't want to use it for a while and then use it at the back end to execute people again, because it does more damage then, and it also gives you the slowing effect the entire duration. The box here, and then I'll pop the potion because we're looking at the top lane play here for sure. Got no idea whether he's warded or not. Gonna be a little bit patient here. I'm gonna have to go about here. That was misclick, I'm not gonna lie. I misclicked there. Should be fine here though, yeah. I clicked my E accidentally instead of clicking my W, so the E there is not something I wanted to use. Just take note of that. Definitely, again, don't want to waste it. Rengar is still mid. He only has his... He doesn't have a full clear done, actually. He quickly put a box here and put a ward there as well. Okay, well, you barely got into that bush in time, unfortunately. He gets that. I'm not going to try to fight him. That would be a really stupid move. I obviously would have liked to get the scuttle there, but yeah, he had more pressure than me there. Rengar early game as well, pretty scary. I used most of my cooldowns already. Not much to be done. Don't really have a good buy there. If I had 1100 gold, I would be able to buy my Dirk or my tier 2 boots. I personally like tier 2 boots a lot as a first back because it just gives a lot of mobility overall, and I'm a very big fan of the mobility for Shaco. Just get more distance in your Q time and all that for easier ganks and stuff. And since these days, like, I've seen a lot of Shaco players recently, especially like some that I've checked out for like build purposes and stuff. They're maxing boxes first, and I've tried it, and I really just like them box max first by just going AD Shaco with the box max, because it gives you such a good consistent clear. Currently the highest ranked with the highest win rate Shaco player in the world actually does the box max first every time, and it feels amazing after trying it. I used to like put 2 points in my boxes at like maximum, like previous jungle, like previous before this season. But after like the changes and stuff, like this just feels really good for just consistency if you're clear. It's absolutely amazing. And you don't really miss out on like damage or anything because you're just building full AD anyway. Full assassin, so you're gonna get the damage off anyway. For like kills and ganks and stuff for the most part. So you're not gonna feel it. You're still gonna max your E second. But yeah, the box max helps you so much with consistency as well. For clear speed, like just overall consistency on the map. Really solid. As you can see, like this box just absolutely ruins this camp. Like it's such an easy thing. Gonna rotate the top lane right away because we see the volley get pretty low. He just hit level 6, which is potentially a problem. Gonna oh, that's a Syndra. That's my best angle is this. With the slow. Ah, Camille didn't get the ult. Unfortunate. At least volley ulted, I suppose. If Camille would have been able to get her ult on that, or if she would have stepped up a bit, that would have been great. Camille has no ult. This is a super free dive. Huge. Right before I dive there, I click my toggle champion only thing, so I don't get the hit, like get hit under turret. For me, that's the very crucial thing. Have that bound if you can. That's my box. Clear this real quick. Hit level 6 off this. Should be able to get one plate here, and then we can walk away. There we go. Just one plate there to finish it off. I know my Krugs are a potential play here, but my camps will be respawning relatively soon here. My Gromp and stuff, and my blue is up, so I'd rather just recall right now and just do it this way. Again, I prefer to taking the tier 2 boots here over finishing a Dirk. Because it's just more value. I can just get another longsword with the extra money that I have there. And kind of chill on that. Like as you see here, the Gromp is now respawning, so it would have been a time waste to go for this. I could just take that on the next rotation. I essentially took the gank on volley over that. I could have lost my blue, which I didn't. Gonna use my smite right away here because I have a full cooldown smite anyway. Like I had 2 charges, so I'm just gonna use it straight up. Get this down and just keep clearing. I could look for a bot play here as well, keeping in mind. That's very gankable. Use the other smite here as well. This is looking tempting. I'm just gonna see if I can go do something on bot here. Hop over. It is in fact warded. Alright, it should be fine. Very good. That was just a situation. We see that bot lane play. We see them get low, so we just look for a good angle. Good dash over the wall, ideally. Oh, that's a Swain ult. Alright, good. That works for me. That's the fact that he leveled up there, I instantly got kind of scared. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bit of a situation, but a dive is that works as a dive. The wave is coming in. We had like 3 against 1. There's really not much he's gonna be able to do. I'm gonna go back to the clear. Like keeping an eye out for situations like that is very crucial. Like for a lot of situations, obviously. My pet's scamming me a bit here, honestly. Hit it! Okay, cool. I'm not gonna step back for it. It's gonna despawn anyway with the new jungle system, so I should be fine. But that pet's scamming me. Rengar seems to have... Okay, let me just... Oof, okay, got him with that. I got the hit off first. I don't know if my Hill of Blades was up, I'm being honest, but I got the hit off first there to proc the Hill of Blades before I ulted, so my clone has the permanent attack speed increase from the Hill of Blades. Because what happens with Shaco's ult is it takes a snapshot of the stats you have, and then it holds those stats the entire time. So if I have the Hill of Blades procced, it's going to give me that insane attack speed boost. And if I then ult after that initial hit, then my clone is going to hold that attack speed boost the entire time. Which is what I did there to hold on to damage as much as I could against the Rengar. Which ended up working out. It's pretty close though, pretty sketch. Rengar made a good choice there by like punishing for me going bot lane for the gank. I took my camps. But because I already have like a bit of a lead with some kills, he actually doesn't win that fight. The only reason I really committed to the fight as well is if I didn't have a lead against Rengar, I definitely would not have committed to that fight. That would have been a mistake. A really big mistake. There's a Syndra here. Suppose I should run bot lane here as well. And they're getting some kills, that's not bad. Gonna hit this real quick. Quinn just ran back to mid. I don't really want to like waste time here. My bot lane wasn't in a position to follow. I'm not going to try to fight Rengar for an extended period of time there. Could potentially look for something if the Syndra decides that she wants to walk into me here or something. What's most likely happening is he's doing red right now, I'm thinking. No red. Raptors then, I suppose. So we went mid lane. I don't see Syndra rotating anywhere. Just interesting. There's a teleport. Let's just walk through mid here real quick. The Quinn doesn't have mana, so we can't go for any type of fight here. Ideally, if I could, I want to take top scuttle here, but I don't know if I can. I place the box in the bush here, so he can't use that against me. And we zone it down if we can. Can this scuttle work, like walk in the other direction, please? Hello? Interesting. Max E second. I don't want to go in on that. Gotta respect her a bit there. Gonna clear my camps out here. Rengar's topside, so I don't really have to worry about the dragon at the moment. I don't think, at least, unless he randomly turned all the way around. That would be surprising. I am very close to my dust blade here, so I'm gonna finish this clear recall and then try to look for dragon if I can. Right here. Put some damage for these boxes. You can really see, like, I'm getting, like, with the box max here, I can just easily, like, sweep through these camps super quickly. Which is something, like, Shaco struggles with quite a bit. Like, just consistency for jungle camps, and this just solves all of those problems. Okay, so you see bot lane getting pushed in quite a bit here. Misfortune didn't have any mana, so I'm expecting her to kind of recall at this point, probably. But I kind of want to look for the dragon anyway. They definitely backed here. I'm gonna just go for dragon right now. Put one of those boxes over the wall. This boy turns around quick. You can still get some backstabs on him, by the way. Like, you can hear it go off here and there. I still try to go for the backstabs, but definitely, yeah. I took a lot of damage for this, unfortunately. My bot lane didn't want to help me with dragon whatsoever, where the enemy bot lane wasn't in lane. That kind of sucks, because I lost a lot of HP for it, but still worth just committing to it. I can finish it off myself. It doesn't, you don't need it necessarily, because we saw the Rengar and the rest of the team basically on top side anyway, so I didn't have to worry that much, if that makes sense. But if I didn't have vision and my bot lane wasn't responding, like if I didn't actually know where they were, I probably would not have done the dragon there, because of them not responding. Because then I would just get collapsed way too easily, and I'm still worth quite a bit shut down. Like, if I didn't know that Rengar was still playing in that situation, yeah, that would have like turned out the entire thing differently. Probably would have gone for like Rengar's camps instead or something, or maybe look for a bot dive instead. But that one was pretty free because I just knew where they were. Okay, well, I guess the bot lane is working out. They're winning. Gonna wait for this to spawn here. Box just instantly kills the entire camp, which is great. We can see if she walks up in mid here. I definitely like want to look for this scuttle as an option. Okay, this should be fine. She should have it. She pretty much used everything already. Okay, well. Next time Syndra won't have flash, so next time she's gonna die even easier. It's fine. Rengar ulted, playing potential problems. This box should prevent Rengar from killing me. We can't like go out of the bush and just insta-kill me there or something. We see the top lane aggression, so we're gonna have to rotate up here quickly. Fortunately, I don't have my blue smite yet, but I can't go for my camps here if Camille's getting this close to dying. I need to be here to respond real quick. Gonna ignite him here. Perfect. Camille risked her life there for absolutely no reason, which is a little sketch. But It works. There's no turret to get here, so she should just take a recall. She risks too much against the Rengar death here on that HP. In that situation, you see the top lane fight, you kind of just have to respond. The volley is obviously going to try to look to clean her up, because she is very low. He's going to try to look aggressive. And instead of doing my own camps there, I kind of have to take that as a priority. That is my blue spine upgrade. That's huge. Because this now allows me as well. Like, I can just run into mid lane here with like a nice Q. Get a good move speed out of it. I have the movement speed boost. If I could Q over the wall here and go in, that'd be a useful engage tool. At the moment, my bot's risking like death very, very badly. Essence Reaver is next. Get this. It's probably Rengar ult on bot lane. Yeah, that was gonna happen. They're walking up very, very far, and all the wards they have is just here and one here. They're against a Rengar, which has the ability to ult engage, so he's kind of doomed, you know. As like an overall play, it's not really a possibility. Walking that far up is definitely a bit greedy. Walk this side of the wall so we can avoid wards in the bush here, and then we just walk up the mid. Finish him off. Perfect. Get the mid third here. Get this off the map so we can open the map up. This currently takes priority because it's free at the moment. He's full HP on Rengar. Oh boy. Okay. I could look for a Herald now still if I want to. Herald takes less of a priority there because it like I can already take the biggest objective I want off of the map. Are you serious? Thank you. Right there, I did the same thing again. I engaged the fight with him, and I proc the Hill of Blades, and then I instantly ult so my clone could just start hitting him. Then I use Q to instantly, like, wait out for 2.5 seconds, where my clone just hits him at max attack speed. And then he just takes a lot of damage, and then I can clean him up afterwards, which is pretty much what happened there. He also ended up using his empowered... like skill on his Q on my clone as well, which works out really nicely for me. Yeah, that's something you can do. Caitlin's kind of losing her mind, I suppose. Yeah. There was no priority there for the Rift Herald. I can still take it. I still have plenty of time to take the Herald, so I had no priority in that. But the mid lane, I could just get that off the map right there and then, which is really good. And then right there afterwards, we can look for the Herald, which is what I was doing, and then the Rengar kind of just walked into me, really. Works for me. She's actually gonna grief me here and take my blue buff or something. Need to make sure I get it. Just annoying otherwise. He's gonna actually actively take all my camps. That's fun. We're doing this, eh, Caitlin? We're doing this. I see how it is. Yeah, she just wants a suicide now. That's cool. Alright, cool. I don't know if I can actually finish the dragon here, I'm being honest. That's a TP. I'm resetting this dragon. Hell no. I'm not doing this. I'm good. Caitlin is losing her mental or something. I don't even know what happened, I'm being honest. I have no idea, but sure. Take Essence Reaver, and then we go for... Their team is pretty squish here. I can go for Collector, I think. Actually, it's just Volley that's building tank. I don't really have to worry about him that much. I'll go Collector here. If I have, like, more tanky enemies to deal with, I would go Lord Dominic's instead. But I think I'll be fine with Collector here. Definitely want to look for the dragon if possible. What is my team doing, man? Like, honestly, I have no idea what the hell's going on just now. Dead. Okay, at least a clean up there. Oh, Caitlyn is purposely inting. I see. That's cool. That's gonna be an interesting one. Man, really? Thank you. Let's just send my clone into his death, I think. That's good enough for me. Put this behind me here. If I have storm coverage, they can't just walk into me. I'm losing my red buff to this guy as well. He's gonna end up into the enemy team. Oh, man, I hate playing with people like this. This is actually the worst experience ever. I don't even know what happened. Like, is she like... I don't know what popped her mental. That's what I'm like kind of wondering at the moment. I'm actually genuinely curious what popped her mental. I guess this is what's gonna happen though. It's solo queue anyway. Oh, I see the play on mid. Okay. Are you serious? I'm gonna be dead here, aren't I? Oh, she's dead. Q. Woo! That was close. I need to use my Herald here, though. Rengar didn't go for me. That's great. Pop a box here, so I have some coverage. Caitlyn's chilling on top lane. At least I got one bounce off, I suppose. Yeah, Caitlyn's not playing this game anymore. Unfortunately, 4v5, but we'll see how things turn out, I suppose. Blue is going to respawn, so we're just going to yoink it real quick while they're busy in mid lane. Got to buy my collector here. Good. And then we'll buy a crit cloak going into the Infinity Edge next. I just gotta keep my levels going here. No idea what's going on. The sketch part here as well, we are full AD. I guess we do have a Lux, which kind of works a bit. But for the most part, we are full AD, which is a bit scary. Okay, well, I cannot do this. That would be a mistake. And the volley would just stun me. I'd get combo stunned into a Cinder ult and I'm just dead. Okay, fair enough. Not going on that either. Caitlyn's actively gonna try to take all my camps. Why are you taking my camps? I am genuinely just curious at this point why he's trying to grief me actively. I don't know what I did to make him angry at me. For him taking all my stuff. Smite that, unfortunately. I have some boxes placed. Oh god. I have to be careful here. I can't really do anything here. I'm not sure how I'm about to win this game at the moment. Enemy team is, I'd say, fairly hard to kill. They're grouping quite nicely. My team isn't. So that's a bit scary. We see the Syndra go bold. I'm just going to be there for backup if I can be there for backup. Place a box about here. He's low. I'll just wait here and see if someone shows up so that I can just quickly finish off. Place some boxes down. Okay, just walk into this guy, honestly, at this point. We should be fine. Really? Fine, you win. I was forced to ignite. Wasn't gonna risk it. I'll take it. Thank you, Misfortune. That's just too much disrespect towards me right there. Oh, Rengar's mid. I was about to say I can get Rengar ulted here, but he's mid, so that's kind of good. Look at this guy. Like, what is he doing? Why? Why is he griefing me? What did I do to him? Like, I genuinely don't understand. Like, I genuinely don't get it. I don't know what I did to him, that he is just taking my stuff. I'm curious. He didn't respond though, right? He did he? I don't think he did. No, he didn't. That shouldn't finish me off. Finish that off. He flashed on me. No, it means he's pretty much dead now, isn't he? Surely he can finish this. Oh. Just use that box. If he walks up to me, there's nothing he can do. That works for me. I should be able to just drag in here, I think. Place a box over here. The box should work, right? Okay. Place another box. Play slow. I am standing on vision currently. Good. Nice. I had plenty of distance between me and Syndra there to be okay. I need like 500 gold, but Caitlyn's taking every single one of my camps, so I can't get it, I think. At least not as quickly as I would like. I'm just gonna try to farm for it. Just gonna do Krugs into top wave for the 2 top waves or something, and I hopefully get it at that point. Whatever my team does in the meantime is what they do in the meantime. The Infinity Edge is too big of a spike to try to miss out on. Next wave should give me enough, maybe? Not sure, actually. It is a cannon wave, so I have a pretty good chance. $2,800 is what I need. See the engage on mid lane. Oh my god. But Rengar was actually here. Jesus Christ. And I'm 100 gold off. If Caitlyn didn't take my camps the entire time, I would have been fine. I guess the enemy team is kind of just walking it into them. That works for me. Take some of these camps here. Get the nice sleep back now. That's good. Got the item I'm looking for, Infinity Edge. We're gonna just delete people here. That's gonna be nice. I got 1 control ward. Use that for like Baron potential or something. I would like to do Baron, but I'm scared to think what the backup is going to be, if that makes sense. Like, I actually don't know if I'm gonna get any help on it. Almost level 18, which is pretty nice. There's level 18. Push out the mid wave here, and then maybe you can look for Baron. Please don't go for my blue buff, guys. Come on, man. He's gonna go for my blue buff here, isn't she? Make sure I backstab here. Use my clone to tank, and I should have enough damage by myself here. As long as my clone tanks, I don't get the 50% damage reduction on Baron. Just use my ult for it. Yeah, I'm a lot more okay with that than I thought I was going to be, actually. But Caitlyn went for my blue for obvious reasons, I guess. Need to get my Q back. Oh no, oh no, oh no, don't click ult on me! Dude, I almost died there. Jesus, that was close. Yeah, the volley is hard to kill for me. I really shouldn't be going for him at all. That's a good kill. Just as slowly as I can play it, that's how I'm playing this. What's that one? Finish him off. Perfect. Not bad. That works for me. Also a trick with Shaco, by the way, if you dash him away like this, you can kind of fake out the pop out. So like normally, like when you Q, right, you pop out next to somebody, you just become visible right away. If you do that with your clone when it's up, you can use that to your advantage to, yeah, to fake him out so they focus your clone instantly. Generally, if you do that trick, like about 90% of the time, people will focus your clone because it very much looks like the way the real Shaco would look popping out. So that could work in your favor tremendously if you want to use that trick. That's one of the biggest Shaco tricks with your clone you really should know. For the rest, it's not that relevant, I suppose. Obviously, try to use your clone. Like the Hail of Blades proc thing is also quite important. But the biggest one is just the... if we can maybe have a Rengar walk into us or something. That works for me. 15 seconds on Dragon, which is going to be my priority here. There are some boxes there for Caitlyn if she wants to use them, but I'm just going to go... calmly do Dragon. Put a box in here. I want to get the Drake Soul. I really hope I don't lose this red buff to my Caitlyn. Please just stay where you are, my boy. I really want that red buff. Red buff is so nice for like overall sustain as well for me right now. Trying to get some backstabs in here and there. Okay, ow. We're chilling. We're good. I'm just gonna take a priority for my topside camps here. I'm getting close to my Bloodthirster for extra sustain as well. In theory, I could go like Ravenous here too, but the crit from Bloodthirster is just nice. The extra shield from it's great as well. It gives me just good lifesteal, so that's what I'm gonna go with. That was a failed Q over the wall. Caitlyn's just sitting there. What the heck? I have enough money for it, right? It's 3,400, I believe. Yep. Very solid. 80% crit here as well. Now, finishing off a build here. I do have Relentless. I have Blue Smite. So, picking up, like, for example, the... just any type of movement speed item crit related, right? Like, you can go, like, Mortal Reminder, Phantom Dancer type deal. Any of those will be fine. Is there any push going on here? Doesn't look like it. So that's something you can replace your boots with. Also gives you 100% crit, which is quite nice. But it replaces enough movement speed for your boots to make up for it, and you don't lose any attack speed either. So it's a very nice replacement. I wonder if someone will be doing their red buff right away. I don't even know what happened to Caitlyn just now. Like, I don't even know how she died. She's just kind of doing whatever, I suppose. Are you kidding me with that? Sweeping trinket usage, my boy? Can't go in on this. That sweeping trinket is disgusting. I was about to just walk into him freely, and then he just sweeping trinketed me like for a cheese play or something. He prevented the entire thing. That's interesting. That's a good kill. Hit this guy slowly. Walk him back into my box if I can. Didn't get the chance to. We're chilling. I see the top wave that I really want to go with. Oh, my Q. Okay, well. Planning to do this camp and then Q over for top wave. It should be fine here still. It's not going to work for him. I really feel like this Caitlyn needs a vacation. I don't think I can end the game here. Maybe I can. I'm going to place some boxes behind us so we have some ways to deal with that. But... oh, we did end the game here. Beautiful. Alright. Again, finishing off, I'd sell my boots for probably a Mortal Reminder here to deal with some lifesteal. Or maybe a Phantom Dancer. I don't know. One of those two. That's it for Shaco, though. And I'll see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here as well, I ended up doing 31k damage, let's say. Which is the second highest here. Quinn outdamaged me, but I am not very surprised by that, I'm being honest. Because, well, she has 11 deaths, so she was definitely in a lot more risky fight situations, trying to force stuff a bit harder than me. And yeah, that kind of gave her a bit more damage output, I suppose, which is fine. For me, this damage is basically just one-shot damage for the most part. Every single bit of damage I did here ended up being like a kill, really. So, not really a problem. She outdamaged me there. True damage at 2400, 10k from Camille, spicy. We have damage to objectives at 73.5k. This should always be the highest. Like in this game, like as a prime example as well, like my Caitlyn just started griefing at some point. I don't even know what she had going on in her mind. But I just made sure that I kept the consistency of like taking heralds, potentially taking dragons mostly. Like, yeah, the dragon soul control that I had this game was very crucial. Definitely something to focus on. And then like the Baron when you can as well, obviously. But objective, this should be the highest stat as a jungler. If you win the game as a jungler, this needs to be the highest stat, and it needs to be like your highest stat. If the enemy jungler, like let's say the Rengar won the game against me, his, like this stat that I have here should be his stat basically. He should have the highest damage done to objectives at that point. Healing done, 1600, not too much. Don't really have much healing in this build, obviously, like until you actually build the Bloodthirster. I guess you can go for like an early Vamp Scepter if you would like that, but for the most part, you're kind of fine. The Bloodthirster is just like, yeah, you're chilling. Damage taken, 29k. Self-mitigated damage at 20k. Gold earned at 19.5k. And then for the runes, we have 51 attacks made with Hail of Blades, which is just very solid, really. It's just all like, they pretty much die before you get your third hit off. So for the most part, you're kind of fine. Sudden impact for about 1000 damage. Relentless and Water Walking is good for movement speed, alongside obviously the like Blue Smite as well. You have a lot of map mobility with this setup, like Relentless, Water Walking, tier 2 boots early as well to get that map rotations going. And you don't like lose any clear speed for it because you're maxing the box first anyway with this setup. So that's quite nice there. And then Absolute Focus is just a nice secondary rune to pick up. I guess you could go for Celerity if you want, but the Absolute Focus does help quite a bit when you're going in. It gives a significant amount of extra damage, and you're going to go in on most targets with like full HP because you're playing an assassin. So yeah, looking pretty good there. But yeah, that's it for Shaco, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.